Yeah. Money. Everybody have problem. Please.
Welcome to Wayne's We Enterprise, where we're sponsoring We Learning Skills. And today I have a special guest today with me. Very proud moment. He doesn't even know how much of a proud moment it is, because what he's going to tell me, I'm just gassed about where he's been. Obviously, I'm a trade man as well, and he's obviously gone through the trade stuff. And the renewable sources, yeah, we're going to get into that one there, but it's very touching for me. And obviously where he's been. And yeah, I'm gonna just say, Matt, big up Matt. Energy. Thank you so much for coming in, Matt, man. And it's Matt with
one T, like a yoga mat or a beer mat, however you want to put it, bro.
Come on, Matt. Yeah, Matt, thank you very much for coming in today. And coming today, and showing obviously real lives, real stories and life-changing moments. And yeah, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself, Matt?
Sure, man.
Yeah.
I mean, mate, I'm honoured to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Matt. I appreciate
it's easy.
that.
Like, we talk on the phone, and
100%.
it's that, as you said, like tradies or whatever.
We know the connection. When you start even talking about, expansion vessels and all that sort of stuff, and ports and free ports. And,
mate, hands up, I ain't a plumber.
Ain't you?
No,
but
no,
you know the terms, though.
Nah,
You know the terms, because obviously, But yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself,
So, tell you what, I'll start on that point, right?
Yeah.
So, let's go all the way back.
Yeah.
I started my career being like basically, I didn't do too well at school, and I thought like trades were for me. And I love it, man. I love working with my hands rather
100%.
than like being a dyslexic kid and that.
Yeah.
Like maybe academia I come out all right, but could have maybe done better.
Done a little bit better.
But that ain't the way that school's geared, right? So I was lucky that struggling through A levels to see a poster for like a summer internship.
Wow.
Like for basically, again, people like me and one mate took this opportunity to go and work at a steel plant. And this is northeast of England, right? Scunthorpe.
Okay, yeah, I think I've heard of that, Is that up north?
You know why? Heard of Scunthorpe?
I've heard of Scunthorpe
been
before.
Southampton, but I've never...
Is that near Warsaw?
No, man, no.
Is it further?
I was about to drop some Tiny Temper. Do you want to hear some lyrics? So Tiny Temper in Pass Out says, I've been Southampton, but I've never been to Scunthorpe.
Okay. Scunthorpe is where you went to,
Yeah, exactly. So I've been Scunthorpe.
Yeah.
And so I went for an internship, and it was just... as we're doing, right?
100%.
Sharing knowledge, Mike.
Yeah, 100%. That's good.
There was a guy that just took an interest in me. He was like, Matt, turns out that you've clearly got, I got some smarts. And I can say that. I can say that because I think part of like giving people love
100%
is loving yourself, right?
100%. You have to first.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've learned that. Yeah, I've learned that. Yeah.
So I learned at that point that maybe I could do it.
Okay.
So I knuckled down, and again through the support of British Steel, they sent me to uni.
Okay.
But on the condition that I did all right out my A levels.
Okay.
So
did you have to pay them back after that, or was it?
No, funnily enough, I didn't.
Okay.
But also, mate, I had to knuckle down, as I said, to actually pass them.
100%. 100%.
And that was hard for me.
Yeah.
But scraped through.
Yeah.
And then did go to uni, become a manufacturing engineer.
Wow.
So that's what I know about expansion vessels.
Vessels, yeah. What was you manufacturing? Expansion vessels?
No. Specifically, I mean, all the way through from uni.
Yeah.
Like this is again start of 2000s, so we were like on at that point some experimental shit, like like 3D printing.
Okay.
But we're like 3D printing with titanium, bro.
Titanium. Wow.
Yeah, and nickel superalloy.
Mad. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like. Yeah. Wow. How was that for you?
I mean, it's great, right? Because the thing again, when I got to uni, at that point, so I mentioned I got identified as dyslexic, right? And touch wood.
Yeah.
I learned and then got some support through like my final year of school.
Okay, so do you have a special tutor with you? Or?
No, I just got some extra time.
Okay.
Because
on your exams.
Exactly
that's exactly what happened with me.
Yeah, same thing, mate. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, 100%.
It's just having that little bit more time to process.
Yes.
We ain't done, but we might just need just again.
Yeah.
And then we're more like, I mean, fundamentally, people listen to this or know what dyslexia is about, right?
Yeah.
It's like you've just got a different makeup of your brain, which is fun.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's more photographic.
Exactly.
Memory, because you have to remember more stuff.
You have to remember more stuff. Like, I can't read, and honestly, I can read as good as a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
So I just remember the composition of words.
Yes.
That word says that.
Yeah. Yeah,
as you
I'm
said,
exactly the same.
photographic,
I'm
yeah.
exactly the same. Exactly the
Easy,
same.
bro.
I
There
get
we
that,
go. Let's-
brother.
let's-
I get that. So what the dyslexic mafia, and there's a lot of people out there with
Yeah.
dyslexic. So when you were telling me that you want to talk about it, obviously I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
want to. I'd never drag it on you, but
No,
yeah,
no
it's
worries,
good that
man.
you're coming out
Yeah,
and
no
talking
worries.
because I'm sure we're going to be helping someone out there
Yeah.
who's actually got dyslexia,
Exactly.
and it's not the end of the world. So yeah,
No,
carry
not
on.
at all.
Carry
Not at
on,
all.
man.
And
Yeah. Mm.
and then that I didn't answer your question, mate. About so what did I end up making? One, expansion vessels.
Yeah.
But I got so back to the did I pay British Steel off?
Yeah.
No, British Steel got acquired.
Okay.
And maybe then I didn't turn up for that summer because I got headhunted even at that early stage to go and work for Rolls Royce.
Wow. So you just got better and better than that. What's going on?
It's all right.
Go on,
Well,
I
not,
love it.
Not Rolls Royce cars. Let's
Yeah,
take a
but
sip.
okay, cool. But still, actually, the company or yeah,
Yeah. I mean, same thing, right? So
yeah,
Rolls Royce as a brand is a prestigious brand, right?
yeah, yeah.
So what did they do when they, as a company, ran out of money? They actually sold them cars to BMW.
Wow. Yes,
So-
because
so-
I heard something like this. Yes.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
So we're talking like late 90s, early 2000s.
yeah.
So that badge, when you see it nowadays, literally on a roller,
Right. Yeah.
that's a Beamer
Yeah.
7 Series or
So-
bigger,
yeah.
dressed up as a roller.
Wow.
Not dissing.
Yeah, I didn't
just
know
the
that.
reality, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But the real money, and like no, I'm talking like real cash money,
Yeah.
is in aerospace.
Okay.
Because again, and this was me at the start of my career then. So I did like summer through to like winter, and then maybe like 3 years after that.
Okay.
Working, it's weird. You forget.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't tell you
Yeah.
how long I worked for them.
Don't
But,
worry.
I
Yeah.
worked at Rolls Royce 2004 to 2008,
Hey, okay. Yeah.
and yeah, mate, those were formative years. So still haven't answered the question directly. I made jet engine parts.
Wow. I think I know. That's what for the jets basically.
Yeah.
So where was that actually? Is that actually inside some sort of obviously manufacturers?
Yeah.
And then all the jets
Yeah.
used to go in there and you used to basically work on.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Mate, do you know how a jet engine works?
No.
It's like a good night out.
Oh, is it?
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, go on.
Suck, squeeze, bang, blow.
You're crazy. Is that how you
Yeah,
look
can
at
you
it?
remember
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
No, I won't.
Because
Yeah.
it sucks air in,
Yep.
squeezes it down,
Yep.
put some fuel in it, bang,
Bang.
blows it out of the back.
Wow. And then that's how it.
That's how a jet engine works. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow.
Wow. So if there's any things goes wrong on that, it's not gonna. It's not
Mate,
gonna
there's no
actually.
car parks in the skies.
Wow.
So
Yeah, it's dangerous. And then so what? After you actually fitted them, then you actually have to test your work and make
Yeah,
sure.
to be fair, I want a fitter, so I made
Okay.
I only ever made the hot stuff actually. So the front of the engine.
Yep.
Like again, there's a difference between you've seen like Top Gun.
Yes.
So
yep.
you know when they like take off and there's like right into the danger zone, etc.
Yeah.
And there's like them big ass like basically I forget what you call it, afterburner, the big thing coming out the back
Yes,
of the jet,
yes,
like
yes.
fuel
Fuel,
basically.
yeah.
Because if you're in the military, mate, it's just like pum, 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 pum,
pum, yes,
So to get
yes.
that speed and to go fast as
Quick as possible.
Exactly. They put like fuel into the back of the engine and it shoots out heat and goes, right?
Wow.
If you're in civil aerospace, you maybe want to get there like a little bit less, like you don't want to be
Okay.
like
Yeah, to go straight off because I've seen the way they take off. It's
Exactly.
a straight jet thing,
Exactly.
but obviously, so
Exactly.
with jets and everything, they take longer because they got to run and then
exactly.
they
They've
build
got
up.
to chill. People don't want to spill their martinis.
Yeah.
Or the Jackie
They got to
T's or
have some
whatever.
nice little
Exactly, just like
glide.
chilling. If you're up in first class with that champagne, you don't want that. You're fun, man.
Yeah.
So,
So what? Straight after that, is that when you went into DVLL and then home
No,
office? or-
DVLA's a long time after that, bro.
Wow.
So so I worked, and so I worked on the hot stuff, right?
Yeah.
So the stuff at the back of the engine, at the
Yep.
point where you've like basically put the bang in there and you're blowing out of the back. And the tech in there is equivalent to putting an ice cube in the oven and the ice cube still being whole.
Seriously,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that kind of okay.
Yeah.
So wow, I'm trying to get my head around that, but
Yeah,
yeah.
fun,
So
innit?
yeah, so it's hot, but
Yeah.
then it's too cold.
Yeah.
But it's so hot,
Yeah.
it stays cold.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of,
Shall I
because
play it back to you?
I've freeze pipes before and stuff like
Yes,
that. Is
mate.
it anything to do with like freezing pipes?
So
or?
basically, it'd be it's the equivalent of you take the outside air because
Yep.
obviously you're up in the sky.
Yep.
So the outside air is cool.
Wow.
And what you do on that thing that's spinning around in hot air is you blow. So a bit to your freezing pipes idea is you blow like cooling film of air
Wow.
over the metal surface.
Wow.
So that hot air never actually physically touches
That's
the thing.
ice. Yeah, to melt it. Yeah.
And I mean, this has been rocking around like since like the 60s.
Wow.
Like when it's got that big fan on the front, that's like called, again, people are going to correct me because it's been a long time since I've been
Since
in
you've done it, yeah,
aerospace.
yeah, go on.
But that big fan in the front basically like sucks the air in, and that's the thing that pulls the plane through the sky, right?
Okay.
So it just like properly pulls it through. It's a bit more
Dragon.
smooth rather than
Wow.
a turbojet
Yeah.
on again,
Yeah.
Maverick or whatever, that pushing it through the sky, mate.
Yeah. Did you ever get to test it once your jets were
Yeah,
there?
I've
Did you
been
actually get on one?
Yeah, loud as I, man. Like,
Seriously, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but again, I've flown all over the place, and
Okay.
that was where, whilst I was at Rolls-Royce,
Yep.
so early 2000s, I was expatriated quite a lot to like Germany, but specifically China.
Wow. Yes. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember you said something
Exactly.
about
So
China as well.
2006 China. I'm going to
Wow.
say it. I'm gonna
How long
mess
were you
it
there?
up.
How long was you there for China for? Long.
4 months on that occasion, but I've been I've bounced in and out of China again
Wow.
for my career that carried on. So you've already
Yes.
brought up the DVLA thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, how did an engineer end up working in the government?
Yeah.
We'll close that out in a minute. But,
That's gonna be fun. Go on.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I then ended up doing again time in China
Yeah.
and learning stuff. And then when I come back from China, Rolls-Royce were in a bit of a pickle.
Wow.
In 2008,
Yeah.
I worked in Bristol. So I loved
Okay.
it, man. Didn't want to leave Bristol for nothing.
Yeah, one of my friends live in Bristol. Big up to one of my friends, Elvis, who lives in Bristol. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
mate.
So Bristol, I've been there. He's always
Yeah.
asked me to go down there.
You need to get on it. Elvis
Is
will
it-
know all the spots.
yeah, is it
man.
good? Yeah, yeah, he knows all the spots.
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah.
got the
yeah.
right idea.
Yeah,
He's
yes.
got the right idea.
He's always telling me to come out there. Yeah, so
Mate,
he's, yeah.
it sound like everything about like
So
bass
he was actually
culture.
living in Bristol then. So he was actually
Yeah, man. Yeah, like bass culture, graffiti, everything about
Yeah,
it. As a
yeah.
huge like hip hop head
hip
as I
hop.
am.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like loved it, man. And but I got paid to basically go and help civil aerospace out. So I worked a little bit more in the defence space, to be honest.
Okay,
So
okay.
and I did, and I can't tell you what I specifically did because
Yeah.
I had to sign the.
I
official
understand that
Secrets
because
Act.
I worked for
You've been there too.
I worked for the National Crime Squad one time.
Yeah.
It's opposite the MI5 building.
Yeah.
And when I was working in there, you got to sign something because when I
Mate.
was up there, I was doing the toilets behind the scenes, but you could
Yeah.
actually hear what was going on
course.
all the cases that they had.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to sign that, and every day
Yeah.
you had to do a knee pass, and someone follows you around.
There
And
you go.
actually, you can't walk around by yourself.
Yeah, you've got layers yourself, mate.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I know that I've been quite a few places doing my plumbing work, but yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely I get
is.
that. So that is that when you went into DVL or you
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I went to civil I didn't really love working in Derby. No disrespect to it.
Yeah.
But it's like again the thing I said like aerospace, right? It's where the money's at. That's why like a car. If you're buying a car, then it's not so much the car. The price of the car represents the labour that's gone into it.
Okay.
And
Yes.
some of the brand, admittedly, but like Rolls Royce are made by hand.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why they can, charge 200 grand for a car,
For
if
the
not
cars,
more,
yeah.
right?
Is that same as like Range Rover as well?
Yeah,
No?
Range Rover to a degree,
Yeah.
but Jaguar Land Rover maybe not so labour intensive, but also made in the UK, right?
Yes, yes.
So like more skills, more labour, more love, and more care, more customisation gone into it,
Gone
right?
into that, yeah.
But in aerospace, they almost sell the engines at a loss
Why is that though?
because that thing's going to last 40 years, mate.
That's it.
40 years worth of spares and repairs.
Wow.
That's where you make your money.
Okay.
You keep calling people back.
And
Yeah.
actually get I wouldn't
Exactly.
say I do that with my customers when I'm doing
Yeah.
my plumbing work.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
sometimes, yeah, I've heard of people saying that you can go back, but they actually do that then, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And it only lasted for 4 years, really.
They're 40 years. I mean, the engine, almost like Rolls-Royce, and again, I've not been there for a long time, but the thing when I was there, they were trying to do, like, basically charge by the mile type thing.
Wow.
So they'd even give you the engine for free. And then you, as a blooming, not aircraft manufacturer, actually the airlines themselves,
Airport,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, they'd be on an agreement, and then every however many hours flying, that was it. It was charged by the hour.
Wow.
So how many hours flies? They'd be right. That one's got to be serviced now, and then they'd service it, and they'd just keep getting bills and bills and bills for as long as that plane's in the air. So that's where you make the money.
And that's how they make the money.
Yeah,
Wow, I just
exactly.
thought, I never thought of it like that. And everyone out there watching,
Yeah.
Matt, with 1T, yeah,
With
he's the
1T,
man.
bro.
So DVLL. So then, is that when you went into DVLL?
Yeah. So I got then headhunted. So this was for the olds out there. You remember that subprime?
Yeah, the old
whole
school
thing?
subs. Come
yeah,
on.
like subs. There's something that happened in the US, right? Like there was like loans that were like basically full of bullshit, if I can say that.
Yeah,
right?
you can say that, yeah.
So it was like, there were basically loans based upon like people that couldn't afford it, and it was a bit of a sad time, to be honest. Like everyone was running like credit card debt, Like it was mad timing.
Wow.
But, so what happened was businesses also got themselves in the same situation because they were putting out either like loans or their creditors or people were going bust.
Plus, yeah.
And the government, specifically, like in this case, the DVLA, right? I got headhunted to work for IBM
IBM.
as a business consultant.
Wow.
Because they sold IT. Admittedly, IBM people know computers.
Yep.
But it's all right putting a computer in, but you've got to tell someone how to use it.
Oh, is it? So you have to. Okay, so you actually built the computer.
No, man.
No, but you gone.
I'm at the other end. So
Yeah.
they built a computer and they built
Yep.
a database in this case.
Okay, and teach you how to basically run
Well,
the
then
database.
I would learn a few points.
Yep.
So, and I'll give you one example of what I did at DVLA.
Yep.
I mean, what I did as part of a team
Yep.
was, you remember that old little paper disc you used to have on your windshield?
Yes.
Yeah, I
The
got rid
tax
of it.
disc, you mean?
Yeah, I got rid of it, bruv.
Seriously?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. What, you just told them that you didn't need no more?
Me and some other brainiacs
Yeah.
sat in a room and
Yeah.
we're like, well, hang about, we're
Wow.
here selling them an IT system.
Yeah.
And then they've got, like what ChatGPT does nowadays.
Yeah.
We've got this database full of information.
Yep.
So what you're going to do with this database full of information? Well, if you already know that you've paid this on your van or whatever,
Wow. Yeah.
what's the point of you having a bit of paper in your windshield? Because isn't that just extra work?
It was annoying.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you was the person to get it
Exactly.
because it was such annoying.
Exactly.
You always got every tax. Obviously,
Yeah.
the only good thing is you know when your tax is running out.
Valid.
Yeah, because sometimes you can be driving around with no MOT and you're like, what? Oh,
you,
no
you
tax.
look at it as you're getting in your door, you go, oh no, that's
But
like
obviously-
3 months ago.
Yeah, but obviously you do get the reminder coming through when it tells you a
Well, that's the
reminder.
thing nowadays, you get
Yeah.
a reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that whole reminder, mate, is
Yeah.
the database that we put in 2008
Wow.
now doing its thing.
Wow. How is it for you when you're doing these things and
Yeah.
you can say that, yeah, you've done it? Do you feel inspired or is it?
I think it's funny, man, because again,
Yeah.
like, I can't even remember how long I worked for Rolls Royce. I just said a minute ago. I mean, that's life, isn't
Just
it?
doing the work, innit?
Like,
Yeah.
and-
but it
and-
just goes to show you that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for the offhand compliment earlier, because
Earlier.
I didn't think my life was really that remarkable.
Yeah, but when you're talking about it, mate, trust me, it is. You've done some life changing moves.
I've had fun.
Obviously, yeah, and it's work ready is what we're talking about, life changing moves, and definitely hard work pays off. And it seems like you've been working very hard.
Yeah, I've been having a laugh.
Yeah. So then after that, you went straight into the Home Office,
So I worked in the Home Office, yeah. So again,
not selling passports.
no, not selling passports, but funnily
Go
enough,
on.
so let's go back to the DVLA.
Yeah.
What did the DVLA do with all
Yeah.
that spare capacity they then had if they're not printing off?
I don't know.
Do you remember the ID cards? ID cards? And
Yes.
the whole hoo-ha about that?
Yes, yeah.
So that's what they were going to do with the spare time that they then had because they weren't printing these tax discs anymore.
Okay.
And the tax disc, mate, again, was like legal tender, bruv.
Mm.
So that was like delivered in like a secure core van. So then them secure core vans haven't got as much work to do no more because they're not then delivering these, etc., etc. So then you've got all this, what we call like people power left over.
Okay.
How do you then deploy that people power into the next thing? So literally, again, the central government were like, well, why don't we do this whole like ID cards thing, a bit like the passports?
Passports,
so
yeah.
coming back down to the Home Office, I
Yeah.
helped Border Force.
Yeah.
And this was again early, maybe 2011 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like early e-commerce. So before we started using Temu, before we started using eBay to ship stuff around the world.
Oh, and
Yeah.
what's it called? What's the other one called?
Yeah.
I forgot the other one that I always use. It's just gone blank. What's the other one we called? eBay or the other one?
eBay or I can't remember.
You know what I'm talking about, show? Oh God, people are gonna think I'm so stupid. Anyway, yeah, eBay
you
or
get
whatever.
it.
I
You
know
get
it.
it, you get it.
I know what it is because I just used it the other day.
But
yeah,
it's more like if you're phoning like your brother in Alexandra-Platz in Amsterdam to send you a few grams, right?
okay, yeah.
That was the thing that then
Yeah.
basically
What you do, yeah.
Home Office basically are gonna tip a certain percentage of them parcels
Okay.
to then see, you know, and it was mad, man. Like the
Yeah.
amount of stuff that's coming in under the radar, like, you know,
I can imagine.
didgeridoo's just packed full of like, you know, no, resin,
Yeah.
specifically resin. Like
Yeah.
didgeridoo's made out of resin,
You
bro.
reminded me of what's his name? Ralph Harris. Ralph.
Oh no, don't
But
say
we're
it.
talking about I'm going to cut that one out. But when you said
It
didgeridoo,
needs
that's
a
not
brace
what
now.
I already know about didgeridoos, mate. But yeah, go on. But they used to pack all of that stuff with like,
Yeah,
all...
yeah, man. I mean, like, have you read a book called Freakonomics?
No,
I recommend reading it because
Yep.
I mean there'll be a load of people out there that know this as well. Right?
Okay,
The best
yep.
business people in the world.
Yep, yep, yep.
You know, all the billionaires and stuff that are taking the piss nowadays.
Yep, yep.
There's a whole load of clever drug dealers out there, isn't it?
Okay, so
Like-
they're coming up with the strategies.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So,
yeah.
so Freakonomics specifically, right, was the first time that like a university researcher, at least in a book,
Yeah.
went out and just spoke to a kingpin and was like, "Hey, bro, how you doing it?"
Seriously, and
And
then
yeah.
showing them how, and he's seriously,
Exactly.
Wow.
There was this lad in
I
the
didn't know
Bronx that couldn't get
Anywhere.
another job. He got an MBA.
Wow.
And I forget his name now, but
Yeah.
this is a scenario.
I'll do
Right?
my
He's got an
research on
MBA, couldn't get a job. He's like, well, I'm going to do what I know.
Wow.
And then made good money.
Good
Obviously,
money.
provided for his family and that.
Wow.
But the Lord don't necessarily like that. But anyway, so when it comes in via a post, then there is like dogs and stuff in them warehouses.
That's what I
like
thought,
sniffing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But also then like trading standards and stuff. So and I
Okay.
was done myself. Right, I sent something back from China in like 2006 or whatever.
Wow.
Because I didn't want to bring too much stuff in my suitcase.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I ended up paying tax on, you know, DVDs that
Yeah.
weren't necessarily, you know, like were counterfeit, or
Counterfeit.
whatever. But I ended
Wow.
up paying tax as if they were real.
Okay, I got you now.
But I mean,
Yeah.
nowadays we're all streaming stuff because you couldn't control that market.
The market, yeah.
So now at least it's streaming services. Then the people are getting. I say this as a producer myself.
Yes.
People are not getting the royalties that they deserve.
They
for
deserve.
creation,
A
right?
lot of people have been saying that. A lot of
Yeah.
people are saying it. And we'll go into your producing in a bit. But yeah, we're going to see go into that one. But yeah, just do just staying with the Home Office. So at the airports, what was it actually you doing at the airports then? Just
So I was at the depot just offside of the runway.
Yep.
So say again something comes in via one of the international like FedEx, DPD or whatever. Then that-
Amazon.
Amazon.
That's what I was trying to say.
That's it, bruv. Yeah, that big one.
I
That big
got
one.
it. It's the biggest
Yeah.
one, show. How can you
That's
do the
it.
Amazon?
Yeah,
But yeah,
exactly.
the biggest one. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah. What was it? Camera? What was?
No. So like I'm talking like a big ass shed.
Yep.
That was literally side of the runway.
Yep.
So you got a cargo plane coming in with all kinds of, you know, when you're at an airport and you see them like big trains.
Yes, and you
So
see all the
them-
suitcases. on
Yeah,
them.
suitcases.
Yep.
But you also see ones that are like big containers.
Yep,
And
yep.
sometimes even say like Royal Mail on the side
Yep,
of it. or
yep.
something.
I got you now. Yep.
Or like DHL or someone would literally have, or FedEx would have like a fully branded.
Yeah, you can see it like driving and
Yeah, yeah, or literally like the plane would have their paint on the side
100%.
of it, right?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
So they would literally take that,
Wow.
all them consignments, put them into a warehouse, and it just literally roll through.
Wow.
And then, but in this case, I was in Royal Mail's one, right?
Mail.
So this was Parcel Force or whatever, and they take that in, and then it would just run through. Like nowadays, it's like X-ray scanners and that.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
And they'd run through and just make sure that, you know, more. I mean, so drugs and stuff aside, it's
Yeah.
the real shit they want to catch is like explosives and like
100%,
guns and
yeah,
knives and stuff
yeah,
like that. That
yeah.
you know, that shouldn't be out there in people's hands because
It's
that-
crazy.
That was what we're trying to do.
Wow. So, yeah, it just seems like you just been going from good to good here. And then yeah, obviously going
been fun.
into energy and banking.
Yeah, bro,
What
yeah.
happened there now?
So again, to be fair, when if you join consulting, right, and you're
Yeah.
you're at the early stages.
Yeah.
I was brought in as someone that knew how to improve people.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
again, as I said, like I didn't know necessarily how an engine works, but I knew how to make the parts in it.
Okay.
And also I had to describe, so this was probably one of my first lessons in messaging, right?
Wow.
Let's take me as like a 20-something,
Yeah.
just out of university type grad,
Young lad.
trying to explain to a Chinese person why they should make the part a different way.
Did you speak Chinese, by the way?
I can speak a little bit Mandarin.
Okay, so you can. Okay.
So I say,
did I learn?
Shamai.
Yeah, I think I learned a little bit.
Yeah.
Yuan, got what? No.
Yeah.
Is that the numbers?
Yeah,
'Cause I
yeah,
learned a little bit yuan.
To be fair, yeah.
Yeah, I know a little bit because when I was in school, we learnt Chinese a little bit with Mandarin as well.
I'm probably gonna come out in like Korean or something like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know quite a few. It's like Yi Sansa Wo Liu Chi Ba.
Yeah, that's
Zhou,
it. Sure.
Shu.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it, yeah.
I know there's got something like that. I can't remember,
Yeah.
but yeah, I learned that in school
Exactly.
as well.
But I
I
remember
don't know. If,
the-
I don't know if Shaw remembered.
Yeah.
We had Chinese in our school in Stockholm Park. So instead of
Nice.
learning French, we had a choice between French and Chinese. Because there's so much Chinese in our
It's
school.
Chinese every time, man.
100%,
Right.
100%. I wish I learned that properly now.
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah,
wish I
so
learned it because it'd be good to learn a little bit about Chinese. And then is that where the energy was in the banking?
So the energy, yeah. So as I was saying, so then when you're like a junior consultant, or again, I come in as a specialist improvement person.
100%.
So I actually got trained in like a globally recognised improvement methodology, right? Like
Wow.
improvement toolkit based upon Toyota.
Toyota.
So Toyota, and if we just, I'll just do a little story about Japan, right?
Yep, yep.
Japan was absolutely decimated after World War II.
Mm.
It was embarrassed, it's a country of like honor and shoguns and like, dynasties of like, hundreds, thousands of years.
Wow.
And they, after World War II, unfortunately, and a lot of people that couldn't deal with the fact that they were defeated also committed suicide as a result of that.
Wow. Yeah.
So
I
all they had
believe
like
that.
remaining, at least at like, the Americans kind of took over Japan and then had to help people that were basically infirm or illiterate, because all the decent people have, and sadly, had either been commissioned officers that killed themselves in war or lost their lives in war.
Wow.
Not a happy place, right?
I can imagine. Yeah.
I'm a huge humanist, I can't even say
Yeah,
it. So like, it was pretty poor.
Poor.
But what they had to do, and when you ever been to a pub, mate?
Yeah, I've been to a pub.
Yeah,
I've been to a
yeah,
pub a few
as have
times.
I.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been to a few pubs,
But, I
mate.
mean, you ever been to like an old like British pub that's got a sign outside of it?
Yeah, as in, what do you mean, like flag or what do you mean?
No, I mean like literally like a sign, like swinging.
Yeah, like an old, like
Yeah,
that you
like,
see,
give-
like
give
someone
me-
who looks like Churchill, but not
No,
Churchill.
no, give me the name of an old pub.
The Devonshire.
Devonshire, no, like something that's a bit more literal, like Rose and Crown
Yes. Okay.
or the Red Lion.
Yep.
Or
You
like-
see, like what a picture on
Exactly.
there. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So why is an old English pub got a sign on it that literally says like a Red Lion or Rose and
Yes.
Crown?
Yep.
It's because when people went there years ago, they were illiterate too, right?
Wow.
So that's why, like, an old British pub still has a sign hanging outside of it.
Yeah,
And I'm thinking I work in Soho. Crown and Two Chairmen has literally got
Yeah.
the sign of, like, two people carrying a royalty outside of
Wow.
it.
Wow.
So check it out next time
I
you're like,
will.
round.
I will.
Yeah. And
I
they're
didn't
all
even know that, mate. I didn't
Black
even know that.
Lion, Red Lion,
The
Rose
Lion,
and
yeah.
Crown, like
There's
typical
definitely one. I
names.
definitely know the White Line. There's quite a few in Brixton. Yeah, I'm going up
So-
Brixton Hill and straight.
Yeah, mate, I was
White
shooting
Line.
there the other week. I
Oh, is
seen
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly
So
what
you know
mean.
what I'm talking about? Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. But anyway,
Okay.
so how does that relate to Japan? So
Yeah.
Japan, right, and specifically Toyota, had people that couldn't read, so they developed a system of like color codes and symbols to help people understand how to build cars better.
Wow. So they couldn't read, but just through the
Yeah.
symbols, they were just learning how to.
Yeah.
That one goes there. That one
Exactly.
goes there. That one goes there. That one
Exactly.
goes there.
Exactly.
Wow, that's amazing.
So that kind of like and all that stuff, and I'll go into it. I mean, it's heavily based upon Japanese culture, which fundamentally is Buddhist.
Okay.
But they kind of codify it as something called Shinto.
Shinto, I think I've heard of that
Yeah,
before.
exactly. So I'm a student of Shinto.
Shinto, yeah.
So that kind of like, and that again in the business world, they
Yeah.
called it lean,
Okay.
like making a business lean and efficient.
Okay, I've got you.
And then they had like a data element.
Not lean
of
the
it.
drink.
No, man, not another drink, not the drink. But
You know what I'm saying,
specifically,
yeah,
I
yeah,
know what
yeah.
you say, Bob. But then like they then had like another statistical element to it
Okay.
called Six Sigma,
Wow.
which basically means like you only make a defect 99.996% of the time,
Wow.
which basically means nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. Yo, buddy.
Yeah.
Wow. So then that took you into your banking. And what is that? Was Guinness and Smirnoff there as well? Or no?
Yeah. I gave you a few placeholders, haven't I, of where I've worked. But
Yeah, I'm just going
man.
through all of them, mate, right now. 'Cause we're going into your
I can't
personal
even-
challenges and everything
honestly,
like
I've
that.
been through,
Yeah.
to that point, right? So,
Yeah.
so I'm not an improvement specialist, but I
Yeah.
have to go where I'm told.
100%.
Like, because I at this point, I am my own boss, like I am now
Yeah.
as a freelancer.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was fairly senior as a consultant at this point, definitely. So I entered even into consulting as what's called like a senior consultant.
Senior.
So that's like 3 grades up
Okay.
already. You'd
Yeah.
be like an analyst, someone that crunches the numbers. Consultant, someone that makes a message. Senior consultant is then someone that has like a specialism, like me.
Wow. I got you now.
And then you go into like managing teams to become a manager.
Manager.
A senior manager might manage several teams, etc.,
Yeah,
etc.
that's what my brother does now.
Yeah,
senior
exactly.
manager.
This might relate to quite a few other people's, but then you
Yeah.
become obviously, as you said, like a bit like you as I guess you run your own firm, right?
Yeah. Well, I've run my own firm.
Yeah.
I'm same self-employed boss. yeah.
Exactly. So then, effectively, on Company's House, mate, you
Yeah.
are a director.
Yeah, on the company house. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was pretty much senior manager director as I made the end of my consulting career, right?
Okay.
But up until that point, mate, you can't say no.
You have to just go
You have
wherever.
to just go. So, if,
Anywhere around the world as well.
mate, I've been everywhere but South America.
Wow. Mexico.
Everywhere but South America.
Okay, that's Mexico.
So,
yeah. Why did I say Mexico? The one place that you ain't been, I'm saying. But all right, cool. So America.
Yeah, I've been America.
All around Europe.
Yeah, name it. Name the
Obviously,
place.
I would say Jamaica, but
But, oh mate, no, I'm sorry, mate. I'd love to. I've
yeah.
never been to Jamaica,
No,
but I'd love to.
No,
You
but
know,
I'm from
no.
there. Yeah, yeah. But
Mate, and
I'm
you're
planning
British,
to go
you got
one day.
heritage from Jamaica, right?
Yeah. From the Windrush and that. But I will
yeah.
plan to go. But I've been everywhere else in Europe, south of France.
Yeah.
Been quite a few places like that. But yeah, I've actually been Mexico. I went to
mate.
see the pyramids.
Oh,
I didn't even know
amazing.
they had pyramids there.
Yeah, the Mayan stuff.
Yeah,
right?
I brought my daughter there when she was 1 year old.
Sweet as.
Yeah, we just rocked out there, me
mate.
and all of us. Yeah, it was good. It was
And
amazing.
on that Windrush thing,
Yeah.
much respect for your parents
Yeah.
for coming across, man.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I
That's
appreciate
insane.
that.
Well,
Yeah.
That's insane. Like
It was.
how they uprooted and come
over.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
crazy back then because that was when was that? As the 60s or the 50s when all
Yeah,
of them
yeah.
come over.
Yeah.
And then it was just mad because
Mad,
yeah.
man.
But like I said, I will class myself as being from here, but
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
I'm obviously Jamaican as well. But I was born
Yeah.
there all my life. This is
Yeah,
all I
yeah.
know, mate. To be honest.
Yeah.
But obviously my roots are from there. But yeah, is that Guinness as well? Smirnoff as well.
Yeah. So I suppose again. So
Yeah.
I suppose you as you become more specialised in a certain thing, you get to maybe pick and choose a little bit, but you still can't necessarily go on wherever you want.
Okay, got you.
But one of the first ones, again, this is a big IT deployment again. So they were rolling out a big database for the company that makes Smirnoff, that makes Guinness, that makes Captain Morgan's. So the company over the top of that's called Diageo.
Okay.
And Diageo have got, at this point, one of the biggest IT systems in the world to store all them different product types. So when I say product types, somewhere there's a big database that says Guinness,
Guinness.
Zero, Guinness in a keg, Guinness
Yeah.
in a can,
Yeah.
Guinness in a bottle.
Yeah, Nigerian Guinness.
You knew what I was talking about,
No,
bro.
'cause I've had it, yeah.
Exactly. But basically, to the average person, that's just Guinness.
Guinness.
If you're making it, mate, you've
Yeah.
got 7 or 8, 9, 15 different product types, right?
Wow.
So then to make that 15 different product types, you've got to have 15 different factories or 15 different,
Oh, 'cause you couldn't do it in one factory. You'd have to be.
Well, Guinness actually is an interesting one because they now only make it in Ireland.
Okay.
But before they
makes
also
sense.
used to make it in Park Royal in London.
Okay.
But you can never make it taste the same because the water ain't the same.
I think I will kind of like remember seeing the Guinness there because Cheryl used to live in Shepherd's Bush and
No,
Park
okay.
Row used to be down the road from me.
Exactly that, yeah.
Do you
Shepherd's
remember that?
is
Show?
just
Did you ever
up the
see it in Park Row?
Yeah.
Do you know Park Row? A Guinness
Yeah, I
sign.
know, yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah, that's yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we knows it, right? Because that's the same sort of place. It's just on the North Circular. That's where
Yeah.
at least Diageo was when I was working for it.
Yeah.
But so I helped Guinness specifically with their how they manage and distribute those kegs, and you call that on trade.
On
So
trade.
something that's sold at a pub is on trade.
On trade. Yeah.
But then
okay.
if you're selling it off trade through an off license, that's why it's called an off license.
license. Didn't
Or
know
like-
that.
Yeah, exactly. No,
I'm
learning.
learning.
No,
Right,
new
everyone's
knowledge.
learning here.
New knowledge.
Yeah,
everyone's
everyone's learning. Yeah,
Everyone's
come on.
learning.
Come on,
Right,
man.
but also then you're selling it through like a supermarket. Then again, that's off trade. But and it's again, how do you then balance and those promotions? You know, like when you're in like Sainsbury's or Asda or whatever, and you see like buy this and you get 2 crates for 20 quid or something
Yes,
like that.
I've seen that promotion. Yeah.
So the thing is about that promotion, who pays? Is it Asda or is it Diageo?
Diageo.
Mostly Diageo.
Okay.
And
Because
what they'll
obviously,
do,
yeah.
so they'll send, and this is where the numbers comes into it. I'll try to keep it super simple.
Yeah.
Say they'll sell 1,000 crates
Yeah.
to Asda. Then it's only, what if one person's coming in and they've only got a finite amount of space in the house and they can't store more than, I don't know, 4 tins of Guinness.
tins of Guinness.
So for them, they ain't going to pick up 8 to get the 2 for whatever. They're going to actually only buy the 4.
Okay.
So what you can't do as Diageo is basically give Asda the discount up front. Because
Okay.
you don't know how many is going to be sold. You
So
don't know the future.
You don't know the future. You don't
Exactly.
know if anyone's going to like them or not. So yes.
Yeah, maybe everyone falls out with Guinness that time.
Yeah.
So,
So you
all
give
that
it for
stock-
free.
Exactly. So yeah, they might have to discount it, blah 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 blah. But then it's called a rebate. They give them the money retrospectively. But mate,
Okay.
there could be so many promotions happening across Asda, Sainsbury's, Morrison's. You know what I mean? You
Everywhere.
can't. Somewhere somebody's holding that data, and someone's holding that checkbook, to write that. So that's
how they-
the bit that we
Wow.
were doing at the back.
Crazy. That seems
So,
crazy
it's
to
fun.
me. Fun but crazy, yeah.
Mate, I
It
am
sounds
the
like you've had
genius.
fun. It sounds like you've had fun, mate.
It's fun.
Doing
It's
all your
fun.
stuff that you're doing.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
as we're going into other things,
Yeah.
which is obviously
Renewables, man.
renewable sources. Because you said to me that you was the first one to have renewable sources in your house, and I was like, because I know about renewable
Yeah,
sources,
yeah,
because
yeah.
everyone's doing HRU units now, right now. And some councils are actually building little plant rooms. I don't know if you know about this.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially Westminster
Yeah, of
outside,
course. Yeah,
and then they're
yeah.
running all the pipes to the actual
100%
flats.
to a ground source heat or pump or something like that. Yeah,
So
yeah.
they've got like a little mini plant room outside.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
on most buildings that I work, like Battersea Power Station,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
these big buildings, they've actually got a plant room downstairs of it. So
Yeah,
obviously
figures.
the pipes just run through into the building
Yeah,
and go
yeah,
up.
figures,
But they can't
yeah.
actually do that with the councils because
Yeah.
they've already got estates and they've got stuff like that. So yeah, they're actually bringing it to the councils
Mm.
now. Because some guy he's actually got a contract and he was telling me about that. I'm like, yeah, you was the first one to have the renewable. How did you find that?
Yeah, I don't think I was one of the first, but I definitely.
Okay.
So I was
One-
saying, how I came into it again on a consulting gig.
Yep.
In 2010.
Yeah.
I ended up in Newcastle helping, and it turned out that it's basically just a lad with a load of money. A lad with a load of money that have figured out this bit of maths.
Wow.
So the government, right, will give you at this point, they'd give you money to generate electric, regardless of if you used it or not.
Yeah.
Right? And it was a person that basically, if you owned a house, or again, let's say like a big estate,
Yeah.
then the thing is with estates is you can generate a whole load of electric, but because you've got individual dwellings,
Yes.
it's quite hard to say who gets what.
100% because you have to like tie it off. Some people's bought the house, some people haven't
Exactly.
bought the house, so
Yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah,
But obviously,
exactly.
in a house, Victorian house,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
was living in a Victorian house,
Yeah.
then you could just
Exactly.
do whatever you want.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
if you're the money man that's got enough capital to
Yeah.
buy and fill them rooftops, then you can look a little bit of a Robin Hood, mate, if you give electric to that resident for free. So that's what this guy started doing. He started
100%.
buying up like estate roofs,
Wow.
private dwelling roofs, and basically because again back to that contract, the
Yeah.
government would give you money to generate,
As well.
regardless of if you use it or not. So for that person, they're indifferent if they're helping out a brother or a mother.
100%.
Well, they might as well, right?
100%. 100%.
So this person basically played the numbers game,
Wow.
and I can tell you now, if you go to and you can see it, go to like the national dashboard of how much solar there is. Now the national average is about 1 or 2%, right?
Wow. It's really low, right?
Really low, but
Yeah.
Newcastle, mate, is about 3%, and it's been 3% since 2010.
Seriously, so what is that gone higher or nothing's changed?
No, it got high because this dude figured out that he played the numbers
Okay.
game, and if he filled every spot of roof that he could with solar panels,
In Newcastle.
then he made money.
Wow. And then that's when it slowly come down to us. Then.
Yeah, I mean, what happened again? This is why did the government have to incentivise people to do it? Because back in 2010, mate, it was quite expensive to buy these panels. The supply chain wasn't there; they weren't flowing as readily from China as they were. But I did install solar panels on my gaff
Wow.
in 2013 because I'm lucky. I'm an owner occupier.
100%. You own your house. Yep.
Yeah, because
good.
you know I was working abroad, mate.
That's good.
So I
That's
come back when I'd done, and to be fair,
And
I
lots
carried
of
on.
money. Worked hard.
Yeah,
but-
mate, I worked hard, right?
That's
Yeah,
good. That's
so,
good. That's the main thing. So so they actually just someone come around to install it in your house then, or
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And
not
no
the same guy, not the
disrespect-
same, not the same.
No,
guy.
not the same guy at all.
No.
And no disrespect to
Yeah.
that company, but many people will empathise with what I'm about to say. That company went bust, in it. They did
Wow.
mine. Because
Wow.
it's just a load of people, again, got on that numbers game of, I can do this and I can, and literally, I was chatting to someone the other day, because now, skipping forward to the present,
Yeah.
I've been a non-exec director in a solar company.
Yeah.
I'm an advisor in lots of local co-ops and lots of local charities around Camden
Wow,
about how to do this well.
Wow.
Again, hindsight of the experience that I've gained, right?
100%.
And there's a poor woman on one of the chats saying, "Oh, my battery system's broken." So I said straight away, "Have you been back to the original installer?" No, they've gone bust.
Wow.
I'm like, don't surprise me.
Yeah.
Because the margins are mad, man.
So a lot of people. So is there not a lot of people out there doing that? I know a few because I've spoken to a lot of
Yeah.
a few guys that I know, and they do because obviously you got to be not gas safe, but you got to have F gas.
Yeah, yeah.
To F gas to obviously why for the fans and that.
Yeah,
F-
exactly.
F-
Yeah,
F-gas
yeah,
that
valid point. Because
Yeah.
what you're saying is, in fact, I'm going to say something to the camera.
Yeah,
right?
go on.
Okay, let's say
Go
the
on.
camera's going to be live. So,
Go,
right,
yo.
have you got a fridge running at home? Right,
Exactly the same,
mate. I
mate.
use that.
I got
Exactly,
you.
exactly that.
Go
I
on.
use that. I use that all the time in any
Exactly
trainings
the
that I do at Camden. Right,
It's exactly the
'Cause-
same as a fridge.
Exactly, a heat
Yeah.
pump, or if people know what we're talking about, a big
Yeah.
fan like an aircon unit
Yeah.
is exactly the same tech.
Yeah, I
mate.
forgot about that one, but
So
yeah,
that
yeah,
F
yeah,
gas thing,
yeah.
yeah, you're not wrong because that
Yeah.
that stuff. it's like methane or propane.
yeah.
It's like crazy dangerous if it gets in the air.
It is. It is.
And also
100%.
super flammable, right?
100%, 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they said that you're not allowed to do certain things with your fridge in it, or when you have it,
Yeah.
don't have it next to a radiator,
Yeah, valid, man.
or certain things like that.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
when it comes to renewable sources, man, that's good. So I'm really interested in that,
Yeah,
and I would like to implement some of them renewable sources
Yeah.
into my work and getting people work ready.
Mate, I'd love to help you.
And then if you could help me with that, that
yeah.
would be really good.
Yeah,
Because renewable sources, I do a lot of HRU units,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I know
yeah.
how to flash them all out,
Yeah.
and how to do all of that stuff on the new builds. But
Yeah.
going into domestics, what I'm planning on doing as well, I would love to go into something like that.
Yeah.
And giving good energy, and you got a thing called Power to the People.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that your actual podcast?
Power, where's the camera? There it is. Power to the people. So power to the people. But
Yeah.
we're skipping forward in the story
I know
quite a
you
lot.
are.
Bro.
I'm just saying, but you have got something called Power to the People, and we're talking about power, but we will get back to that in a minute.
For sure.
But
I had to jump on the advert
yeah, I know you
opportunity.
did. Come on now. So, so you started to lose where I'm coming from. So
Yeah.
after the food, so have you actually saved energy in your house then?
Unbelievable, mate. Yeah.
Seriously.
And again, I'm fortunate in that I was given the opportunity to learn about it. Not
Yeah.
everyone has. So some people, and again, anyone that listening to this now
Yeah.
or talking to me, when they've got their phone there and Instagram's hoovering up us talking about it, next thing they do, they'll open their phone, they get adverts for solar panels, right?
Solar panels, yeah. 100%.
So then
It
it's
just
like,
pop up in it.
exactly,
What's going on?
exactly. And there'll always be like some mad ass magic number, like 5,000, 7,000, 10,000.
Yeah.
Again, you remember the promotions that I told you about that Diageo did?
Yeah.
Same idea, right? They've got to make it easily consumable for people to be
come
like,
and
okay, I get it, I need this much money.
Mm.
But so much of that, and again, no one works for free.
Free, yeah.
But what I will say is that those like 10,000 numbers, there's ways you can do it loads cheaper if you just happen to know. Again, that's what we talk about on Power to the People.
100%.
Is how can you do it for, I'll pick a number out of the air. How much could you do it for 500 quid?
500 quid.
Whereas going out onto the open market, you'd never find anyone that wants to do it for
To do-
500 quid.
yeah.
Because again, that ain't going to pay their bills.
Pay their bills,
They're better
okay.
off doing them big mansions first and then thinking about us individuals.
But I think maybe you
later.
can come up with something, because obviously I know a few people that's F-gas, and I'm sure people
Yeah, for sure.
will be helping people out there. And I'm going to do
Yeah.
something about helping people get the energy
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
can do. Not everyone, but people that can't afford it, kind of thing.
100%.
And then we can just come in there, and I've got the labourers, and I've got
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that can actually do it. I've got a lot of workers. So that'll be a good thing that me and you can talk to
Yeah,
about
yeah,
one
for sure,
time.
man. I'd love
can
to.
help people
Yeah.
get that. So was it a long install in your house? Was it?
Yeah. Well, I suppose how many installs have I had would be an interesting question. So, yeah, we had solar panels put in 2013, and then my eldest kid rather was born at the end of 2013. When I had some time off for parental leave.
Yeah.
So I ended up
you do.
doing the kitchen up and putting a new gas boiler in 2014.
Wow.
So I've had solar panels in, a new gas boiler in. 2015, because again I knew about these things. The government were offering a little battery for what's called distributed grid. So they gave me a battery for free. I had to pay for the install and that. But then why would they want to do that?
How much does that actually cost? Is that what? Because that was
Jeez, I
I
can't
know
think.
what you're talking about. Is it like
Yeah.
£10,000 or something like that? 'Cause
Just call it 10 grand, but I don't think it was at
yeah,
the time. It's
so
quite a
they
small
weren't
battery.
actually giving you 10 grand towards the install, because I heard about this. They would actually
Yeah.
give you the batteries to
Yeah.
people.
To be fair, I reckon it's probably worth about 5, that battery at that point. But the whole point was,
Yeah.
and this is what basically, so this is 2015, bro. At that point, they didn't have smart meters. I know that because I worked on the smart meter deployment.
Oh,
later in
is
my
it?
career,
Don't lie, because I just got my smart meter as well.
Yeah.
So it comes in all handy.
Yeah, exactly.
God.
Because smart
Yeah.
meters effectively now enable the government to basically, and not just the government, but the national grid, to be able to understand people's preferences better. And why would you want to do that? Because then they can basically, either like hydroelectric is basically a battery, right?
Okay, yes.
Do you know anything about hydroelectric? Typically, they pump the water back up the hill at night time when there's less demand.
Yeah.
And then when people need to, like the old one used to be, when people watch EastEnders
Yeah,
and EastEnders finishes, or there's football and at half time everyone puts the kettle on. That's
Then when they were releasing.
Exactly, that's when they released the hydroelectric.
Wow.
So
Is it the same that's what's going on in Africa as well? Can they turn off the electrics at certain times and then they turn it
100%.
back on again?
Same sort of thing.
same
Like
sort of
when
concept.
they've got grid surges,
Yeah.
same thing. And again, it's interesting. So let's think about and I've worked there, South Africa.
Wow.
And then we go into places like the shanty towns are and stuff, and how they are able to get energy independence by having a solar and a little battery. So like when that gets turned off, you know, that shop doesn't have to shut.
I understand what I'm trying
So
to say.
you
So they've
feel-
actually still got some electricity going.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah,
So,
that sounds.
and this is what people again don't necessarily want people to know about. Because it means then you're not tethered to, you know, quite a topical thing, the oil and gas world.
I understand that. Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you're saving a lot of money on your electricity, which is good, and you've got the thing called Power to People.
Yeah.
But we were just going to go back into obviously
Go back into the past.
power. No, back into the past. But obviously, Power to the People. Have you actually got a podcast going? Or
Yeah,
is it,
yeah, bruv. Yeah. So
yeah?
I mean,
Have you done any shows? Or
we've done quite a few
I tried
shows.
to look you up and I couldn't find you.
Yeah, no, it's
You
there
got
on
something
it's
link?
there on YouTube.
Oh, is it? Oh,
So
I don't know
if you
what
go
I'm saying.
to PTTP,
Yep.
so I'm
Yep.
going to repeat that, Power to the
The
People,
People, yep.
.online,
Okay,
both on Instagram or on, you know, Google.
Google.
You'll find a landing page for us.
And it'll come straight
And then
up.
we are Power to the People,
People.
on YouTube as well.
okay, cool.
And yeah, our thing is that again, it's not just me; it's other people coming through. So we've
Yeah.
got the show
Yeah.
that I then interview people about. Hey, you know, is there a better way to do this?
Yeah.
I got my basically my co-host is a gaffer, so
Yeah.
a lighting technician.
Wow.
As a like from from the content world.
Okay,
So we're
So you know-
interested to do stuff off grid.
off grid.
So Nate Dogg is like, you know, I've known him for like 2 or 3 years now. He's really interested, and it's good to see his progression and his understanding
Of it.
as we've been going through.
100%.
And then I get grilled, mate. I get absolutely roasted by Dane Baptiste.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much
yeah.
on
He's
a
your
weekly
co-host.
basis.
Yeah, he's your co-host,
So
isn't
he's
it?
the co-host of
Yeah.
PTTP on Cut.
Okay, not on Power to the People.
So you know how they got the traitors and they got the traitors unmasked, or they've
Yes.
got like the Apprentice or whatever.
Yeah,
You know, all
yeah,
them like
yeah.
mainstream shows.
Yeah.
So we got
Yeah.
the same. We've
Yeah.
got like the Power to the People show, and then we've got the Uncut, where again, like Dane, professional stand-up comedian, mate, but also an energy saving enthusiast himself. He was like,
Wow.
You wouldn't expect it, mate, but I'm all about this," and I'm like,
Oh, is
yeah.
it? You
Yeah,
said
I'm
that,
like,
yeah? Yeah.
What are you saying, brother? And it's like, basically, it's so topical, mate.
Yeah.
Because we haven't even talked about it now, right?
Yeah.
Anything to do with oil and gas or the oligarchy or anything like that, it's all tied in the same way. So, like,
Yes.
Dane was like mad knowledgeable, bro.
Oh, is it? He knew everything. Like, yeah.
he knew
Because
more
I
than me.
knew, obviously, this country's trying to get away from the gas, innit? We're trying to
Yeah.
get away. We're trying to get electric. I know
Yeah.
they're trying to get away, but I
Exactly.
didn't know too much depth. Did you know everything then? You knew,
It turned out that he, again, like comedian. I mean, comedian. Do you know many comedians?
yeah, one comedian
Yeah.
used to live. I remember, sorry, come to my christening. Do you remember? Shabby the comedian. But
Yeah.
he's
They're
quite
smart
funny.
people, right?
Yeah, and they chat a lot. Because
Yeah,
I told
yeah.
them don't say nothing. And they
Yeah,
don't ever tell a comedian don't say it.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they
yeah.
will say it.
Mate, they're like,
Yeah, because my missus, my baby mother's white. I know we're together, and
Yeah.
he wanted to say white and black jokes, and I was like, mate, just don't do it, man. Just because half the family's white, I don't want that on my
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
but
yeah,
it come, it was, everyone was laughing anyway. It was
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I get that. I
well,
get that.
that's a good thing, though. People are people, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's
100%.
But to be honest, though, like
Yeah.
Dane's a black Brit from black heritage.
Yes, yeah,
And Nate
yeah.
is mixed race.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's like a Mauritian heritage and
Wow.
also Trinidad.
a lot of
Tobago.
diversity there.
Yeah, no, man. Well,
Wow.
it's just the reality, and I'll say,
100%,
fortunately,
100%.
it's the reality of being British.
100%,
regardless of what other people want to put out there.
and say certain things
Exa-
about
exactly.
people go back or whatever.
It's bullshit, bruv.
Yeah, it's all diversity out here and just accept
Exactly.
people for who they are. And I
Exactly.
100% get that. 100% get that. When I heard people say certain things,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying not to say too much things, but I do get that because I work with a lot of diverse people,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
one of the reasons why I want you on my show as well,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we
yeah.
are diverse, and I don't want to have a lot of other people on my show and then not have other people on my show. So
Mate,
I'm a diverse
blessed.
person,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and I'm glad
Yeah.
that you're on my show.
No, for sure, man.
For that, and then just slowly because we're gonna close up soon. I'm not gonna go too further because
Oh, I'm
I know,
enjoying
but we might have to
chatting.
do. Listen, we might have to do episode 2
Let's
on
do
this one.
episode 2, yeah,
100%.
yeah.
If you've got the time, we'll come down and then we'll finish it.
Mate,
But we'll
I'm
just
loving
get going into your executive producer
Yeah.
and presenter.
Yeah.
And obviously, so obviously on your show.
Mate, you're giving me an opportunity to grandstand about my show now, so I'll
Yeah,
happily take
I have
it.
to, mate. I need you to talk about your show because that's one of the main things.
I mean, again, so
Yeah.
let's gloss over the career a little bit. So
Yeah.
I was then made redundant because
Yeah.
I'd moved in house.
Yeah.
The reality is consulting does take you all over the world, and I've become a specialist in
Yeah.
either like factory improvement or contact center. So again, those business processes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, as I said, you know, you're making discounts for Guinness in a shop. somewhere someone's having to write down that, and that's
Yep.
called a business process.
Yes, I got you now.
Right, and then business processes when there's problems with it. Have you ever picked up the phone to a call center?
Yes.
Exactly.
And then they pick up the problems, and then
Yeah.
you've got customer services.
Exactly.
Or then you go into certain other avenues.
Exactly.
Okay, got you. You
Exactly.
settled
So
out.
I used to be there. So that's why I've been all over the world, man. I've been like Hyderabad, I've been like Bangalore, I've been like Manila,
Wow.
I've been like Budapest, I've been like Krakow. Mate, we could go all day.
All around the world.
Right, all around the world. South Africa, because South Africa supports them.
Did you? Because what's next to South Africa?
Zambia?
Yeah, no, Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah,
Did
yeah.
you go there as well? No.
I have been there, but only because I was on a safari, just having some
Okay,
time
to
out
have-
with like a
yeah.
team building thing.
Oh, got you.
Because they specifically all the staff down there, great people, supporting all the Dutch speaking. Because Afrikaans like really similar to Dutch.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either
Okay.
until I went down there. But
Wow.
again, because it's unfortunately like a former Dutch colony.
Connie, okay.
So that's where like Afrikaans is like so close to it. So they used to support all the Flemish countries. But anyway, that's why I travelled around. I think as a result of that, and again, that's why like people are people, man.
Yeah, 100%.
I've been there as an immigrant.
Immigrant,
in
yeah.
these countries.
So then you can tell if anyone's,
Mate,
it's the other way around.
I'm
So
an
you're like, what's
uninvited-
going on?
100%. I was an uninvited immigrant to these countries, telling them how
is
to do
it?
their job better.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you,
yeah.
you've got to be pretty
100%.
resilient.
And you went out there working and stuff, yeah. So yeah,
exactly.
I 100% get that.
Exactly.
100%
So
get
I think
that.
as a result of that, I got a pretty thick skin, and I've learned
Yeah.
how to work with people. So that then
100%.
brings us back
Of all
to
cultures, yeah.
So then when I was when I went in house, I went in house for Selfridges.
Oh, wow.
And then I went, got headhunted out of that to work for Expedia.
Wow.
Because Expedia, if you know them, they're like a travel site. They're also like literally an icon on the old Windows operating system.
Wow.
So they're that old school.
That old school, I got you now.
Airbnb is literally like 10 people in each country.
Wow.
Maybe just writing, Airbnb pushes it all out to the
Yeah.
user
Yep.
to write, I'm going to put my house on Airbnb. You as the user that wants to put your house on there writes the description. So Airbnb do very little.
Okay.
Expedia, old school, literally will write all the web content themselves and then have thousands of people in each market
Well, because then you
writing all that web content. So pop quiz, who can make the cheaper hotel rooms out of a company that's got about 100 people in each market
And then
versus
have
10,000 people in each market?
10,000 people,
So obviously like Airbnb is always going to be cheaper because it's only got to support 100 people's pay packets, if you get what I mean, not thousands of people's pay packets.
So
Yeah,
they'll be
but
cheaper. Wow.
obviously COVID hit, bruv, and then what happened? Everyone started cancelling shit, didn't they?
Yeah, I can imagine, man.
So,
that was crazy through COVID. I didn't think that was
yeah.
going to happen. I was a wake up for everyone.
Exactly, but my improvement job also got cancelled at that
Oh,
point,
is
didn't
it? Wow.
Yeah, because the business
Crazy.
has become a cancellation business.
Yeah.
Not like how can we make our booking processes better? How can we make our customer experience better? None of that mattered. No one was travelling.
No one traveling, yeah.
But again, I need to get it out there from like an ethics standpoint.
Yep.
Mate, I have travelled all over the place, but because of what I now do,
Yep.
I'm flight free.
Okay, cool.
The best I can be.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, I'm the guardians for my in-laws, not my in-laws, for my niece and nephew in New Zealand. So,
Okay.
God willing, my sister never
100%.
gets involved in an accident.
100%.
But if I then have to jump on a plane, right? There's
Yeah.
no other way to get to New Zealand to look after my
Yeah.
niece and nephew. But for like everyday travel and the business that I now do, which is mostly in the green economy,
Wow.
I
Yep.
got to practice what I preach.
100%. And then that's why you
Exactly.
brought out your power to the
Exactly.
people.
So I'm like now trying to like tread on the world more lightly. I ain't like, and I've been St. Lucia, talk about Jamaica.
Jamaica.
I was thinking like, oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I've
like,
never been over there. But I've meant to go to
Exactly.
St. Vincent as well. I've been everywhere else, but but my own country.
Exactly, different country. But you know what I mean. I'm saying
Crazy.
I've flown places, and I've been
Yeah.
Jamaica. I've been Barbados. I've been St. Lucia.
My
anyway.
mum's actually from St. Vincent and my dad's from Jamaica.
Oh, there we go.
So St. Vincent,
Yeah.
my sister's been there. You've been in a show, innit?
Yeah, a few times.
Exactly. I mean, beautiful places, right?
Yeah.
And travel enriches the soul.
100%.
Right, it's unreal, not nothing else. But now, thanks to what I do, I'll go where I can on train. And I do say that because I work a lot with like people in Amsterdam to do with the fact that again, I now fortunately because I've got some experience behind me, I look after. I'm going to come to the content bit.
Yep.
I help start-up businesses with advice,
Okay.
and sometimes that's like advice, and like my time is like a nominal figure. And I also give money to these companies
Wow.
to help them out when they're like, if you know anything about startups.
Startups, kind of, because I'm trying to get a startup. I'm trying to
Yeah.
go into other things where I can get a charity and stuff like that.
Exactly that. So I wouldn't necessarily know, but I would certainly know people that have organised charities before.
100%.
So I if I was to work with you,
Yeah,
I'd be
100%.
like,
Hopefully
cool.
we will work
Exactly.
together.
So I'd bring someone in, and that's what I do. I'm a professional fixer.
Okay, yes.
But I'm a professional fixer that ordinarily you can either pay me or you can give me a share of your business. It's up to you.
100%. Yeah.
So that's how I work.
That's good to
and-
know. That's good
exactly.
to know.
So
Because we were talking about this earlier, weren't we, so
Yeah.
and then he just pops up on the interview.
Exactly.
Go on,
Exactly.
yeah.
So I got a portfolio, mate,
100%,
of stuff.
yeah.
And generally, what happens is when you're working with these businesses, is they need a bit of exposure, which then led me to always working with content crews. And then I realised I actually quite like that.
Yeah, it's quite fun. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To make it easier
people.
and to make it leaner again for the company I was working with, I was always doing the location spotting. I was always figuring out who could do what and getting all the stuff
Okay,
together.
the organising and
which
all that
led me to then actually becoming the producer.
yourself. Yeah. 'cause
So
you
and
just-
then
wow.
someone took an interest in me in 2021 and wanted me to present a Channel 4 show
Wow.
about the environment because of that.
Wow. Did you actually do it? Is it done?
It got cut before
Wow.
it had a commission.
Okay.
But then like management change happened at Channel 4.
What was you really what were you talking about in there?
Well, pretty much now what has become Power to the People.
Power to the People, yeah.
Which so Power to the People is helping everyday people make changes and
Yeah.
real cash money saves.
100%, and then that's
So-
good. That's same as the Waynesbury Enterprise. We're trying to get people work
Exactly.
ready. So yeah, really get that concept. And do you get a buzz out of helping people save their
100%.
energy? Because I get a buzz out of helping people actually get to work and stuff like that.
Exactly,
I get it.
man.
So it's a real buzz, and
Yeah.
I get that. And you can't get a bigger buzz than that.
No,
because
not
you're
at
helping
all.
someone. You're actually helping someone do something.
Exactly.
And I don't think there's anything bigger. What I haven't even. Because trust me, back in the days, I've done drugs. I've done all sorts, and
Yeah.
you don't get a buzz like that.
No, I
it's
know
the,
exactly
it's
what you
the
mean.
biggest buzz.
Now we're on this like clear
100% clear path. So
like,
exactly. Connection. Come on. So I really get that, and I think I'm definitely gonna have to come down, get you back on the show because
I'd love to, man. I'd love to.
I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna close it there because there's more to hear.
Oh,
so
for
I'm gonna
sure.
leave it as episode 2, and
Yeah,
hopefully,
yeah.
if you've got the time,
Yeah, I'd love to. Well, how about you come to my spot and all?
yeah, we can do
Yeah,
that as well.
we can
I
do
could
it.
definitely do
Yeah,
that. But you're
yeah.
coming to my spot to finish that
Yeah, for sure,
episode
bruv.
2.
I'm your
And
guest
then-
today.
Yes, 100%. Hopefully, you'll be my guest again. And then I'll come and I'll definitely come to your guest and spread some light.
Yeah.
Power to the people, because that's very
Yeah.
good that you've explained that to me, and I know about all the energy.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
show people that they don't have to go out there and actually do their gas. They
Yeah.
can actually go out there and do the F-gas and do
Yeah.
the renewable sources.
Exactly.
Because that's going to be coming in soon. That's what I'm trying to tell
think
them
that's
to
the
do
future,
as well.
mate.
Yeah, so get away from gas and
Yeah.
energy. And if I can teach them from young
Yeah.
about that in their head,
Exactly.
F-gas, not gas.
Exactly.
And then we can just bring something more forward to them when they
yeah.
actually do it. The old guys, the middle
Yeah.
class ones that I've got qualified, you can't
Yeah.
really change them.
Chef that dial, right?
Yeah, but you can, because I'm just telling them about F-gas. But eventually we will be going into, obviously, all electrical
Electric heating
stuff.
sources,
Yeah, that's the ground force pump. But yeah, sorry I couldn't finish, because
Oh, no, it's all
mate,
good.
I should have done an hour and a half segment
Can I
with you.
live something on the cliffhanger, right?
Of course you can. Guess what? No,
'cause
you're
the-
coming back as well.
I
So
know,
remember
'cause
you're
the-
coming back, but you can, go
Exactly.
on.
So
Go on.
I was going to say. So I'm going to say to the camera,
Yeah,
innit? So my
go on.
annual electric bill is 17 quid a year.
Don't hold this,
Yeah.
and you get full heating in the winter as well. Yeah.
Mate, my system is good.
Show,
But-
did you just hear that?
Yeah.
What his bill is?
Listen, I can't believe it.
I know. So I would leave that as a cliffhanger for next time, right?
Yeah, 100%. Because we want to go more into obviously the savings and how
Yeah.
people can actually save.
let's do it,
And
let's
then
do it.
I'll do another segment on that one where people can think. I'm not even going to put this one out, Matt, until I actually get the other one,
Yeah,
and then I
you-
can just
yeah,
do bang,
whatever.
bang, bang.
We
with
cut
both of
it
them
up as you
together,
said,
and
yeah.
hopefully I can come down to your show as well,
Yeah,
and
for
then we
sure,
can
man. Yeah, both
talk
ways.
about that one. And yeah, so thank you so much for coming in today. And like I said, it's not end from Matt. We are coming back because it's so interesting to me, and I'm sure hopefully you lot are interested as well out there to hear Matt's story. And I'm sure there's more to hear about. Thank you very much for watching Waynesbury Enterprise, where we focus on real life stories, real growth, and life changing moments. Thank you very much, everyone. Stay blessed to Waynesbury Enterprise. Work